You didn't make it yourself from there.
He wasn't making it.
You didn't make it from there.
Oh, the ball's moving. Sure.
I play ball. Who do you think you are?
This is the script for today.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. I don't know this guy. I feel like I'm talking.
He's following me. I don't know this guy.
These are the long days of long discipline right now.
Never feels like it's going to end. It's been going on a long time.
Ooh, the burn, baby. The burn. Gonna get you.
So this is the pain week.
The scheduling is really about taking advantage of the last 4 hard weeks that we have left. So they're going to have full practices, full lifts, full movement sessions, because the week after that, the load's going to come down and we're going to try and get their bodies fresh and primed for Pro Day on March 20th.
And it makes sense, like they need to break us down to build us back up. You know, you want to build, and keep gaining speed and hold that so you can go even faster. And then detail.
Got to shave it off, you get me?
Seem so intense.
2 weeks time, need every little bit for the speed.
There's going to be a lot more pressure on us moving forward into the next 2 weeks, and yeah, just make the most of every day we got and enjoy it really. We're in the meeting this morning, James touched on beliefs and just believing that everything's right there in our palms, and I think a prime example was having Chu from the program last year. It's awesome seeing him come back, and it's pretty crazy that he's won a Super Bowl now.
My name is Chukwu Ebuka Godric. I'm offensive tackle on the Kansas City Chiefs from Nigeria. I'm from the international class of 2023, and I'm back here to share some knowledge, show the guys what the life of a pro is like, give them some insight on what to get them ready for the league.
We start at 8, and it's 8 to 8. 8 to 9 some days, bro. So like you're doing football all day and you're going straight to bed to wake up to do more football. In the first week you might be cool, but by the second week, third week, it's like, bro, come on, man. Like I cannot hear said HUD no more. But it's like at that point, it's like that's where you have to dig deep because like somebody's fighting for your job, bro. Like that's one thing you have to tell yourself, and then being grateful, like. That's another reason why I came back, because to see the journey that I've taken to where I'm at now, it just gives me more motivation to be like, yeah, like the work I've put in is not for nothing. Like all this actually pays off, and it's more motivation to go into the next season. That for me to have grown a lot in this year, like there's so much I could do in the next year.
Hey! Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Let's go!
Yeah, I was on the RPP program last year in 2023, and I was one of the 8 to be allocated to an NFL team. It was a pretty cool experience when they broke the news to me, going to the NFL. It is heartwarming to see the smile on Mum's face and my sister's face to know that I'm doing them proud and I'm making my way to my dreams.
He then unfortunately failed a physical. And had to return home to Australia.
It hurt a lot, but I reckon the thing that hurt the most was seeing how happy Mum was and myself, knowing that we can get our life back on track after we lost Dad. So to know that we had everything slowly working back on track was awesome. To then be flipped around in the space of 2 weeks was really tough, and to FaceTime Mum and say, hey, can you pick me up from the airport, at the Gold Coast airport in 2 days, it was a really, really tough thing to say to her, really.
To have to start again and go back and get the work done that he needed to get done and rehab and get stronger and get faster, it's not an easy thing to do. You could have very easily just said this wasn't in the cards. I think I need to go and find something else to do with the rest of my life.
It is tough and you face a lot of challenges, and whether or not, do I want to keep doing this, or do I want to go and try something else or just give up, but it was never an option. I mean, since the day I got back, I was in the gym at 3:30 the next day. Like, the dream was there, it's not over. And
he made it very, very clear to me throughout the year that I have every intention of coming back and returning faster and better and stronger than I ever was. And so inviting him back onto the program when we felt confident that his body was in a position where he was able to make that next step was one of the highlights of my year.
You know, his dream kind of blew up, and he didn't quit on his dream. He went back home, got his hip fixed, and came back, and he's still pushing for his dream. He's still chasing his dream, and I love that.
I mean, it's sport. You sign up for these things, and obviously you don't want injuries, but you know that injuries, they will happen over the span of your career, whether it's to yourself or to someone else.
I'm tight hamstrings this morning. A bit of love and care.
There's no other way to put it. It's a violent game, played by violent people. I think it was day 2 or day 3 that either Louis or Praise had one of their thumbs get hurt. And they were like, oh, I hurt my thumb. I was like, as long as you continue to play, it will never fully heal to 100%. And that's just the reality of the situation. And that toughness is something that you have to be able to play through. And a lot of that is mental.
Yeah, so Jotham was one of the guys that came in, just overall load kind of got to him.
And I think that was like where you can get in your own head about like, well, is this going to be it for me? Am I not going to be able to show up?
But he's done a great job working on core and working on hip and working on knee and quad and posterior chain and ankles. And so really excited about the progress he's made, and to see him now, you know, going at 100%. And in fact, you know, the plan we had in place probably has gotten him to a point where he's progressed maybe even to a greater level than he would have if he wouldn't have been injured in the first place. You know, I truly believe he had one of the best mock pro days of any of the athletes as far as speed and movement and just how he looks on the field.
That just is a time, especially when you need to draw back to your beliefs and your motivations and what you can think on to help you push through.
You know, in order for them to keep motivated now, this is the dog days of it, because we're past the mock pro day and all that. So they got to dig deep and find out what's their why. Why are they doing this? And then always go back to that.
This is my actual hobby. This is what I do in my free time. For me, that's my way. I just love this. Honestly, I would sign a contract for free if it meant I got to play in the NFL.
I mean, the reason I'm doing this is because my dad is a massive role model for me, and you know, he played the sport as a young boy, and he's taught me a lot, and you know, I kind of want to continue his legacy and make it in the NFL.
Striving for greatness, you know, coming from Nigeria, coming from, you know, small town, coming from a place where people don't usually make it to the top, and yeah, striving for greatness, trying to take my everything to the next level, help my family.
Having something that's bigger than yourself, like knowing that this role that I'm in is bigger than me. Like I tell Isaac, it's bigger than you. Like you have family in Nigeria, like your sister is still there. Like for you, that's your why. That's why you every day you wake up, and that's internal because she lives in you. Like that's your family. So every day you wake up, you should be, I will not sell myself short. How could I?
You know, it's written on my mirror in my bathroom, and it says, I will make the NFL. And underneath that it says, I will play in the Super Bowl. Just these things that remind me of, I don't know, like some things I want to just strive for, and obviously being financially free and make mum proud every day. Just a good little reminder. And another one of mine is obviously my parents. They're massive in my life, and obviously I don't have dad with me anymore. Lost him a few years back, and I think he's a great example, and everyone around me knows how much that man gave to be there for me, whether it was at low grade level cricket in Brisbane. He would be there. He wouldn't miss a game, he wouldn't miss anything, and all the late nights he'd be out there, and if the light's on and the lights go off, he'd be there kicking the ball for me, making sure that I was trying to get better every day at what it was. And it's just it's one of those things where at the time I didn't really understand why he was doing these things, and I guess he's proud now, you can say, because it's clicked and everything all makes sense to me now. Unfortunately, I wish he was still here for me to show it to him in person, but I know that he's always with me. And I wear the necklace that I'm wearing now, and it says, I love you, and whatever it takes, and it's in his handwriting as well, so he's with me everywhere I go, and it's the last note I've ever got of him, and it goes with me everywhere. So to be wearing it around my neck and to have him by my side, it means everything. So I know that mum's back home and she's going to be proud, and I know dad's up top watching. So there's a big reason why for me to be over here where I am today and to look after them and give back.
You know, getting to meet with the other lads from other countries and, you know, forming a bond and a family that we have together, It's just been a real honour and privilege.
That's your culture. That's what you guys like. Truly like some white music.
You know, we're hopefully in the future, you know, some of them are on other teams and I'm on a team, and we get to meet after for chats and stuff, and just realise, yeah, we went through this journey together. For me, that's just a real honour to be a part of.
You feel that feeling of you lifting up? Now try and go back, going back to this.
So we've done this for a couple times now, and it's just kind of first initially just getting him used to the feeling of being in the water, trying to move around. We've got him now comfortable to put his head underwater, which is huge, isn't it? He's moving now. Getting better, getting there.
I got my 2 guys right here. Doing the Lord's work.
Yeah.
Ooh, this is a big one here. Like a little kid in me, right?
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, you say, yeah, you are. You know I am.
The last supper today. Oh, I'm gonna miss him, man.
Lunch is the last
I'm gonna miss him.
This is my last week at the academy, and it's just been sad. But I don't know.
All right, Flo.
I just hope the best for these guys. I put a lot into it. I want them to put a lot into it. See what happens. I get emotional because it means a lot. They don't see how big this is and how much of a future this could change for them. You know, I felt the same way with each class that I've done this with. So I'm just praying that these guys see that and that they can change their life. They could have generational wealth if they do this right.
He just brings this energy to practice that has lifted everyone in the group, not just Lewis and Praise that he's been working with on a daily basis. Everyone's really responded to that energy, the love of the game that he has, the love of the program that he has, and he's going to be sorely missed. So, but he's got to get back to the academy and look after those boys as well.
1, 2, 3.
Anyone know what these numbers are? They're flights. What flights are they? These are the flights that take you away. These are all departing Sarasota. It is everyone in this room is going to be on one of these flights. That last flight at the bottom, Virgin Atlantic 130, is Tampa to Heathrow. That takes me and Dom away from here as well. Don't let this flight be the last thing you do with us, because it could be. April could mean you go home, and that's what this program ends up being. Could be a flight home and you never come back to the US again. Now they know what's expected of them, and they have a very acute understanding that this might not work out. This might be something that I go back home with and it just becomes a cool 10 weeks that I had at one point in my life.
It's a big reality check for all of us, because for some of us this might be the last time that we ever pursue the NFL dream. Might be the last time we ever see each other, to be honest, because when I talk to the boys about where others are from last year who didn't make it, I mean, it's tough. It's a brutal sport. I mean, everyone here is risking something to pursue this dream.
See you, mate. Have a good few days.
Not going to be a sad man.
No, you're not. You're really not.
No, I'm not.
That's me.
Big dog. Boy, you'll kill it. You got this.
Yeah.
We're about to see the punters and kickers off for the combine in Indianapolis, so it's going to be sad, but it's also going to be exciting. Let the world see what these boys are all about, and I've got no doubt they're going to kill it over there.
Yeah, you've got the eyes of the world there on that city, and we've got those 5 young men going there to show who they are. We couldn't be giving them a better stage. They've just got to make sure they perform and they get on it. It's actually mad now. It's actually this week. That's the only thing that's been on my mind this past 6 months. Knowing that this is, a once in a lifetime opportunity, and for me anyway, it's the biggest week of my life and something that I'm really, really relishing.